The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome on here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And I hope y'all are having a great day out there. We're getting ready for our Nadex event coming up right around the corner. We're going to be going on in and heading on out to San Mateo, California. And so we want to, like I said, check that out right there. If you haven't registered, make sure you do, because we're going to be having this conference this Saturday. Hop on over right now to TFNN.com. Again, hop on over to TFNN.com and click on the very first link you'll see, free live workshop. It's free because Nadex has paid for it. They're sponsoring the event. And Dan Cook from Nadex will be right out there. You want to talk about somebody who knows binaries and spreads. He knows them backwards and forwards. Tommy O'Brien's coming on out. He's going to talk about laying out, identifying trends and setting up the trades and, teaching you how volume is king and how to actually use volume to help you place your trades. And he's going to walk through that step by step, and we're going to walk in how you can apply that to Nadex. I'm going to go into the binaries, I'm going to go into the spreads, I'm going to go into the deviation levels, and walk you through all of it step by step so you understand how to use these to place your trades. Like some of my favorite trades are the news trades. I'm going to talk about some of the little tips and tricks I use on placing these news trades, these gap trades, things like that. So you want to be out there. We're going to go into risk and money management. So not only your risk management, but your money management. And, of course, taking all of your questions live and in person, pulling up charts, showing you any questions that you have, showing you the answers, hopefully, to all those questions. And, I did a ton of questions, a ton of great feedback at the last event. I look forward to seeing you there. But you do have to reserve your seat to make sure we have enough seats available. So make sure you fill in your information right there and hit submit so we can reserve that seat for you. And it gets you entered into the drawings for, as long as you attend the event. Then we're going to be giving away $2,500 in free things like silver coins. We're giving away the diagnostic box spread analyzers. We're going to be giving away books. There's other subscriptions. So a whole lot of different things that we're going to be giving away that you can take advantage of. And it's going to be a great workshop. You're going to learn a lot. And again, one thing I talked about over and over is be ready for the event. Now, if you just come and you know nothing, we'll take care of you. We'll help you out. But how much better is it if this isn't the first time you've heard the basics? Okay? So what I recommend you do is hop on over and go to the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer. Sign up for that. You get a 2-week free trial. Cost you nothing. 2-week free trial. You can check out the analyzer. You can check out the basic binary videos. And these are like 15-minute videos, so like 4 or 5 of them on binaries, 4 or 5 of them on spreads. And I walk through exactly how they work and everything. Okay? And then I give you access to the live spread analyzer so you can check that out. And if you'll do that, then when you come, you're going to have some awesome questions. You're really going to be able to take advantage of this event. And it is free, so you want to take advantage of it. Now, the other thing to do is, of course, sign up for your Nadex account. Click on the Nadex banner right here and click on range of markets, or actually our products now. And then you'll see demo account. Also at the bottom of the webpage in the footer there, you'll also see a link for demo account under our products. And fill that out. It literally takes you 15 seconds. Fill that out. Put in your username, your first name, your last name, your phone number, your email address. Hit apply for demo. In a few seconds, you'll get an email with the password in it. You can log in, and you can actually demo trade on Nadex. And another thing you want to do is hop on, if you have an iPhone, an Android phone, a Windows phone, hop on and download the Nadex app. It's free. And you can log in with your live account. You can also, this is a trick a lot of people don't know, you can actually log in with your demo account even on the phone app. Simply by putting whatever notice how it says demo dash? So you put demo dash, your demo username, whatever that is, and then you put in your demo password. So it doesn't fill the demo in for you. Like if you're on the platform and you click log in right here on the website, notice how it puts demo dash in front of the username. So on the Nadex app, just put in demo dash, your demo username, and your demo password there, and hit log in. You'll actually be able to log in with the demo account. So that's a pretty cool little trick you can take advantage of. Now, with that, you also want to go in and let's look at a couple other things. Then log into your account. That's really it. Make sure you fund your account. You can fund a live account. This isn't required, of course, but do fund a live account. The minimum account required is $100. I reckon you put in, 500, 1,000, maybe a few $1,000s at least into the account. Now, you need to know what you're doing, know how to trade it, have some ideas before you start putting money at risk. But eventually, you're going to want some money in there. But you actually can start with trades as little as, we had trades on this morning where, the total risk on the trade is $14. Okay, $15 on the entire trade. And we're talking about a straddle trade, a news trade. And the straddle trades this morning worked out great. So I talked about those. We'll go in and we'll look at them in step by step in detail for you. So hit start right there and, open up your live account. Like I said, about 5 minutes from start to funded. And you can be on your way and really take the most out of this event. And look forward to seeing you there. Now, also, you're going to have questions at the event. You're going to have questions after the event. You may have questions now. You can always call in to the show here. So I'm here almost 5 days a week, except for when I'm out for events. So I'll be out tomorrow and I'll be out Friday. But you can call in right here, 1-877-927-6648 with any of your live questions. Again, that's 1-877-927-6648. Any questions you have about Nadex spreads, Nadex binaries, stocks, ETFs, futures, forex, I trade all of them. Let me know what you like. Of course, I love Nadex, but if you have any questions, you want me to analyze anything for you with the way that I like to look at the markets, I'd be happy to do so. All right, so let's check out some markets. Let's see what's going on. And, I talked about a couple news trades yesterday. Let's look at them. And just to give you an idea, a picture on the trades. And I said, last night, really not a whole bunch of good news to focus on. This morning, we definitely going to have some movement to look at. And so what we did is, this morning we had the 8:30 report, which really gave us, several different trades that we could take advantage of, but the main one being just the U.S. yen. And core retail sales. So if you go over and we check that one out, and it worked out pretty well here. So U.S. yen, and I'll pull that up. And then let me see, I might have a screenshot. I may not have the screenshot here, but if I do, that would be perfect, right? And so with this, yeah, there we go. I do have a screenshot. All right. Gotta love that. There's actually one of the trader screenshots. Sent it over. I'm doing the trades using the scanner. And you'll see right here, we went in, and USD yen trade. And if you went in and you bought 95.84 by, basically it's the 95.80 by 96.80. And then you sold the 95.80 by 94.80. And you can see the risk reward graph right here. And it actually plots this on the scanner for you. And looking at this trade, you can see the risk was, about $5 on one side and about $10 on the other. So you're looking at about $15. Now I'm adding in exchange fees and stuff on the entry and the exit. So when you look at risk, I'm showing you the true risk, like the dollars in and assuming bid-ask spread and paying the exchange fees, all that. So it actually could be even better. I'm showing you a sort of, I guess you could say, worst case scenario. But you put the trade on, and then, whenever you take your profit, I like to go for a 1-to-1, okay? So if I'm going in and I'm really risking $4 on this one, if we subtract out the exchange fee. So 95.84 minus 95.80. And let me see, I may even be able to zoom this in, make it a little easier for you to read it here. So right there we go. Okay, so 95.84 is the price we bought at. 95.80 is the price we sold at, and I might even be able to do, this is a new feature I'm adding on here, and I think this might help. So we'll see if this works. But I'm pretty excited about it because what I've been wanting to do is actually add a screen draw. So I think that'd make it a little bit easier for you to understand some of the things that we're putting together. And so what I'll do is I'll work on getting that added in, so that way we can even do a little bit more advantageous education for each one of the trades that we do with on Nadex here. So that way you learn as much as possible, because that really is the goal, is to make sure on the Diagnostic Trading Hour you really are picking it up. And I think I can use this tool, and we'll try it out, and that will actually let me draw on the chart and draw on the screen. And so let me click that, and if that works, then we got ourselves a winner, and we can actually start drawing. All right, so I think that will work. Go ahead and click it, and we are good to go. Sweet. Okay, so we bought right here for 95.84. And the floor was 95.80. So if we subtract the two from each other, 95.84 minus 95.80, that's a $4 risk, right? So $4 risk. And, the next thing is we can go in And we can go in and let's see here. We'll try this out. So, yeah, $4 risk. There we go. It's a little easier to read. And then we went and we sold this one. So, $95.71 was the sell price, okay? And $95.80 was the ceiling. So we can't lose any money above the ceiling. And again, that trade right there is the sell side. This trade right here, you see sell right there. Right here is the buy side. So if it goes up, we make money. And so the difference right here, 95.80 minus 95.71, that's 9 ticks. All right? So we have 9 ticks, plus we have 4 ticks. So our risk, not including fees, okay, is going to be right around, $13. If we throw all the fees in, depending upon, win, loss, everything else on each side, it could be as high as $16 at most on the trade there. So we have a $13 risk on the trade. Well, I want to have a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And that's pretty big for me. I definitely want to have a 1-to-1. And let's see what I might also be able to do. There we go. So 1-to-1. There we go. So 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio on the trade. If I'm risking $13 on the trade, I need to make $13 plus the risk on the opposing side. So if I bought this at $95.84, then I need to make $13 plus what? $9. Right? If I sold this at $95.63, I need to make $13 plus $4. And let's see here. So I'll put that back up there. So again, $13 right there, and plus the additional funds. So 13 plus the risk I had over here, which is 9. Okay. And then I want to make 13 plus the risk I had up here, which is 4. So I need to make $17 on this side. I need to make, $21 on this side. So once I get filled at 95.84, I need to get out 21 pips higher. So 95.84, 95.94, 96.04, 96.05. So my exit price is 96.05 on the buy side. On the sell side, 17 ticks below where I got in over here. All right. So if I do that, and I get 17 ticks below, that's 95.71 minus 17. So what I'll do is when we come back from the show here, I'll go in and go, hey, did that trade work? And I'll show you on the chart. Stay right there. We'll be right back after this break.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Wealth Management. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportions of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what an asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Wealth Management financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, LLC. Member SIPC.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a threefold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
And what I wanted to do is make sure that you understood. Okay, so when we buy the spread, what we're going to do is the one we're buying right here, okay? We're going to be looking to get out at right around 95.84, so really not even that far away, okay? And the one we sold, we want to get out right at 95.54. So again, really not that far on either side here, but we want to put the two together so that way we are getting out. I guess 54 would actually be a little bit closer, right there. So we're going to get out about right here and about right here on the trade. Now let's look at it on an actual chart. So we go over here. The report came out this morning at 8:30 in the morning. So let me zoom in on that. And actually, I may have another one that's even easier for you to read I can pull up now. So trying to get all these little bitty pieces put together. There we go. All right, so the report came out right here. And add that on. So right at the end of this bar, okay, the report comes out. Comes out, takes a second for it to decide to actually digest it because it's right at 8:30. You also have a lot of market activity going on, but then it takes off, and we can even scroll down a little bit tighter time frame because I like to usually look at 1 minute bars when I'm doing news trades. So we'll go over here and tighten this up a little bit. Look at the time frame. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So it basically right there, the report came out. It took it like 1 minute literally, and then it took off. And what was our target price? If you remember there, what we had was a target price of right around 96.05. Okay, that's where we were looking to get out on the trade, on the long side. Okay, remember the trade right here, right when we got in, those quotes that I showed you there on the scanner was right here. Okay, so right there was where the trade was at. And then if we go a little bit lower, then our target was 95.54. So I could even add in this to make it even easier. So 95.54, that's where we're looking to get out on the short side. This is where we're looking to get out on the long side, and this is where we're at before it even starts moving. Right there. So long side, short side, take profit. Well, as you can see, it pops up, it hits our take profit. We make 100% return on investment in less than, really, a minute. Okay, 2 minutes. Trade's able to pop up, take profit. And we used, you can go over here, you can see actually the spread that was used. We used the 9 a.m. expiration spread. So it gave us basically their best risk reward out of all the possible options. And so right there, that means it was going to expire pretty quick. So right here at 9 o'clock. And so right there would have been the expiration. So we want to get in and we want to get out of this trade pretty quick. Now, you could have chosen a later spread if you wanted to. But, there's right here, it just shows this one expected to pop and expected to be in and out of the trade pretty fast. So what you can see over here is, what if I would have chose a different spread? Well, here's the 10 a.m. spreads. All right. And not that much of a difference. You may have decided to go ahead and take on an extra couple dollars in risk. You may have decided not to. So you can see, this one's $95.84. This one's $95.86. It's only $2 more. This one's $95.71 to sell it, $95.69 to sell it. So you may have decided, you know what, I'll go ahead and give up $4 to have another hour to be right. And that would have been okay. That would not have been a bad trade. So I just expected to pop in and out. That would have given you till 10 o'clock. You can look at the chart and see, okay, what kind of difference would that have made? Would it have made any? And right over here, we had actually a little bit more movement. But it didn't matter because, remember, we have a 1-to-1. That's my big thing that I like to do on these is I like to get out. Okay, so right there you can see that's where the 10 o'clock expiration would happen. So it didn't move higher. But I like to get out at 1-to-1. I want to, hit a whole lot of base hits. I'm not going for home runs. I'm not going for grand slams. I'm literally going for base hit, base hit, base hit over and over and over again. And these trades happen like that if you don't get greedy on them. Okay? Now, if you get greedy and you're trying to go for home runs, you're trying to go for double and triple hits, you're trying to go for grand slams, well, you're going to have a lot of winners turn into losers. Okay? I don't want to have that. I just want to get in and get it down. And the spreads, the really cool thing about doing the spreads versus the binaries is if it pops up, and let's say it doesn't go far enough to take your profit out, on binary strangles, you're going to lose on both sides. On spreads, you may actually break even, make a little, or maybe, just lose on one side, or maybe just lose a little on, maybe lose everything on one side and lose a little bit on one side. But, rarely do you lose everything like you do on binaries. So binaries are all or nothing. Spreads are a lot more like trading in general, and they're a lot easier to trade once you get them down. And the spread analyzer is what makes them easy to trade. So they're a better way to trade, but you need an easy way to trade it. That's why I keep telling people, check out the spread scanner, because once you use it, once you get it, you're going to love it. And it's just one of the things that's new, so you have to get over it, but it's worth it. Massive leverage. We're going to talk about what kind of leverage we had on this trade here when we get back from this break.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Just recently, on December 28th, Market Insight subscribers were advised to go long the QQQ, the NASDAQ 100 ETF, on December 28th at $63.91, and only 2 trading days later, after a huge jump in the markets, Market Insight subscribers were advised to sell the QQQ at $66.64 for a $2.73 or 4.27% profit to start off 2013. At the same time, Tom O'Brien had advised his clients looking for a more leveraged trade that they could have initiated a position in the QLD, the ProShares Ultra QQQ ETF, and over the same 2 trading days, Market Insights subscribers were able to lock in a $4.48 profit or an 8.47% gain in just 1 trade. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during your free trial and pay nothing. Don't miss out on the next great trading opportunity in 2013. Act today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. So hopefully you picked up a couple tips and tricks right there on doing the spreads. They're very, very cool trades. And, probably my favorite way to trade news. I used to run from the news when I traded. Now I embrace the news. So, and I talk about a lot of those news reports that I like to trade right here on the show. So what news trades do we have coming up for the next 24 hours here? Well, we're going to have Aussie dollar tonight at 8:30. So you could do a spread trade on that at 9 or probably maybe a 10 o'clock expiration ideally. At night I like to give it a little more time. So 10 o'clock expiration on the spreads there. And again, you can use the spread scanner. So if you go over to our website and you log in, you have access to that spread scanner right there. Then what you'll do is, let me see here. I'll log in. I'll show you this. And then you can just open it up this evening. And you can get access to it right now. So that's something you'll definitely want because trying to do these spreads without the spread scanner is, well, let's put it this way. I decided to do it to make it for my own trading. That's where it came from. And it grew into what it is now. So this is a very, active tool, and I don't like trading the spreads without it personally. So you don't have to have them, but you're going to have a tough time. It's a lot more work and a lot more math that you're having to try to pull off really quick. So if we go right over here, then what we can see is you go in, you can choose your market. So like tonight, you can choose Aussie dollar. You can choose 1-to-1 risk reward. You can choose 100, and you can go, I just want to look at the Aussie, and then it'll show you what spreads exist. Right there, immediately, right in front of you. And so you can easily piece together and just make sure your floor and your ceiling match. So, the floor, the lower price on the buy is 1.03. Then I want a ceiling that's 1.03. Okay? And sometimes they match, perfectly. And this is a very, very good opportunity for you to look at this and see this. I love when this example comes up because it really does display the reality of not only the margin ability here that you have, which is just, fantastic margin, but also understanding, choosing the right spread, how much money you can give up by choosing the wrong spread. Look at this. Right here, we have a spread that moves 13 pips, okay? 13 pips on this trade, and that's basically what you need for break even. All right, so let me do that one more time for you. I want you to really focus in right here and look at this, because this is probably one of the most important lessons I can teach you in trading spreads, is we have a trade that has the exact same, the exact same expiration time, 83 minutes away, right here. Has the exact same distance to break even. These are both 14 pips away because they're out of the money. That's why. See how the Y price is a little bit higher. They both have $5 risk. This one can make 92. This one can make 192. Same expiration time, same risk, same distance to break even. Which one do you choose? Okay? It's pretty simple. You choose the one that has more profit potential. Notice it's a $40 to 1 reward to risk ratio. We got the exact same thing happening right now on the buy side. Okay? Both of these right here, if you look at them, both of them are showing you that they both have 82 minutes to expiration. They both have a 3-pip movement to break even requirement. Okay, meaning they're trading a few pips under where the market's at. They both only have $14.80 risk. Really, not even quite that much. That's just including the exchange fees. But one of them can make $100 more than the other. So why would you trade the one that can only make 82 when you can trade the one that will make 184 potentially? Does that mean you plan on it making it? May you make that other money? You may not. You don't know. But it doesn't matter. If all things are equal, except for reward, then take the one that has the larger reward potential. Okay? And the scanner helps you see that literally in a second. So you can just look right at it, right there. It's right in front of you. You can't miss it. And because it's doing all the math, and this is live. So very, very helpful. And then you can click the buy or sell button, open the ticket right in the Nadex platform for you. And then as long as it looks like you want it, you hit submit, and you're good to go. Oh, it's just, I think it's very, very valuable for people to understand, what this is, how it works. But you just pull it up, and right there, you go, okay, I want to combine these 1.030. I want to get the wider ones. So I'm going to choose, this one. If I was going to go in right now and do a actual strangle, then I would choose, this spread and the other spread, and that'd give me the wider strangle, but it's got more profit potential. I'm probably going to take out profit anyway, but why would I put on the one that doesn't give me any more profit potential? And then I can go over here, and I can choose this one, and what you'll see is less profit potential. Exact same trade, but one has more profit potential. There's no reason to do the other trade. So stuff like this is what we're going to be going over. We'll touch on this stuff while we're out there, so that way people do understand it. But that's how you use the spread scanner versus going through Nadex and trying to filter through 26 different possibilities, 13 spreads, both directions, long, short. You're talking 26 combinations of trades you got to put together. And by the way, you want to do the trade like 1 to 15 minutes before the news announcement comes out, and you're going to go through and do math on 26 different spreads. And by the way, they're changing every second, right? So as every pip makes all your calculations. So whatever you did 2 minutes ago, that's now outdated. This keeps it all live, all current, right in front of you to make sure it's the trade that you want. And that's why I made it, because I was like, I can't keep up with 26 different possibilities. I want to know I have the best one. I want to know now because I'm ready to place my trade right now. So it's hard enough to figure out what direction you want to go or when you want to place a trade without having to worry about combing through 26 different possibilities to figure out what you want to do. So that's why I had the scanner made. And hopefully it will help you as much as it helps me. And I'm saying it more than anything, just so you know that you need it if you're going to trade these spreads. And let's look at something. This is one of my favorite things to check out. Okay, Aussie dollar. If I'm trading the Aussie dollar, I'm going to be putting up about $200, $213 in margin right now. And so I go over here, and the way you figure that out is the Aussie's trading like right around 1.0317 right now, give or take a pip. So let's say 1.0317, all right, and then times 10,000. All right, so that's $10,317. That'd be a mini lot. Okay, that'd be one spread, by the way. It would be like a mini lot. So $10,317 US dollars. And then if I go in and I divide that by 50, I'd have to put up $206 to place this trade in margin if I was trading on the spot Forex market. Okay? What do I have to put up to place this trade right here, right now? $18. That's my margin. $18. Okay? Do you see how massive that is? I mean, that is literally huge. $18 to control $10,000. So instead of putting up $206 like I would have to on the spot market, I go over here and we'll take that same thing. Okay? Market's trading right at 1.0317 times $10,000. Now, what happens if we go in and we divide that by, $18? 573 to 1 leverage, not 50 to 1. 573 to 1. Watch this. If I go in and I multiply that times $18 every dollar, so 573 to 1 is my leverage. And if I go down and look at a $5 one, I mean, my leverage could literally be 1,000 to 1 or 1,200 or 1,300 to 1. Now, this trade's pretty close to par. It's like right at where the market's at. And so, I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. What if we took one that's right at par right now, 1.0316? Okay, I mean, it's just literally priced right there, 1.0313. There's really no distance in the break even. You take a trade like that, then, I mean, you could go in and let's just say you had to put up $38, okay? So if we got, $10,312, I'll pull up a live Aussie chart. We'll get the exact price right here. And let me see. So live Aussie chart, go in. And remember, this is coming up tonight, Aussie dollar. And there we go. Okay, 1.0313. So yeah, we're trading pretty much on par right there on this on the sell side here. So 1.0313. So if I'm selling this thing, 1.0313 divided by times 10,000, it's worth $10,313. To place that trade, again, I'd have to put up a little over $200 on spot Forex, so with any kind of Forex broker. So what about right here? What if I want to place this trade, which, trading right on par, 1.0313 on the sell side, $38. Okay? So if I want to go in and do that, then 10,313 divided by 38. 271 to 1 leverage instead of 50 to 1. So, 50 to 1 is what you're going to, if you're going to put up $206. If I go up and do a little bit out of the money, a couple pips away, then I actually can get my leverage up to like 500 to 1. But let's just say I want to trade the on-par FX. Let's say I'm a scalper. I like to get in and get out of the trades, okay? I can trade the on-par when I'm still getting better leverage. My risk is 100% capped, okay? I'm putting up $38. I can make 58, but I can't lose more than $38. So the Aussie dollar could go against me by 60, 70, 80 ticks. I'm still only going to be down $38. So it's a very, very cool way to trade. And there's a lot of different ways that you can trade it. There's a lot of different ways you can combine it. You can put things together. You can, do hedges. So there's a lot of things you can do. But a lot of people go in and they're like, oh, I'm a scalper, which means I want to get in and get out like, say 10, 20, 30 ticks later, whatever. So let's say you like to go in and you like to grab 20 or 30 ticks and be out of the trade. Then that's what you do. Get the one that is basically trading on par, where the break-even distance is 0. And one of the tricks I show people just to so you can always see that hedge distance. Now, this is good if you're getting in and getting out, okay? But you could go in, you could literally say my risk-reward ratio, 0.25, and I don't care how much time's left till expiration. And, maybe you want 30 minutes, I don't know. But you don't have to put it in there. And I can say my maximum risk, I can just, put it all the way up there and put $1,000. Why would I possibly do that? Well, because I'm just trying to find ones that have, right there. That one's at 0. Now, buy, it looks like no matter what, I'm going to have to put up, I got about 3 pips to break even at this moment. Okay, and that's just your bid-ask spread. That's why. So, bid-ask spread. Well, what's my bid-ask spread over on FX? Well, it depends upon what broker you choose. We can go in and let's see here. A lot of times they'll list this on the site. We'll see if they have it up. Yeah, composite quotes. And let's see if they'll let me look at the Aussie dollar right now. So right here. we're getting composite quotes on the Aussie dollar. Odd USD of 13 by 15. So you're talking 2 pips, one to anywhere between 1 and 3 pips, really depending upon who your broker is. So 1.5 to 3. So on Nadex we're looking at a few pips. People go, well, that's 3 pips. I don't know if I want to pay a 3 pip bid-ask spread, right? You're putting up $5 to place the trade. You cannot be stopped out. You're getting 500 to 1 leverage. If you're that worried about 2 or 3 pips, you got bigger problems, okay? I want leverage, because the way you make money in trading is having massive leverage that doesn't slice against you. So massive leverage, defined risk, time to be right. Those are the things that you need. Well, with Nadex, $5-6 to put up the trade. Well, that's basically half of whatever your spread was anyway, so who cares? All right? And yeah, if you're trying to make 2 pips, well, if you're trying to make 2 pips on something that has a 1 to 3 pip bid-ask spread, then you're insane anyway. That's a bad methodology, because you need to make easily 3, 4, 5 times your bid-ask spread whenever you're doing a scalp. So you got to pay for transaction cost. You got to take care of risk, loss, everything else. So you need your total risk to at least be well more than that. Ideally, you're making about 9 pips if you're scalping on the Aussie dollar. So you're probably not pipping for less than, going in and trading for less than $10. So, profit. Well, if you're going for a $10 profit on this and you're risking 5, that's your risk, and your leverage is insane. And some people just don't get it. But once you get it, you're like, wow, that is a really effective use of leverage and maximizing the leverage in your account. So hopefully you're picking some of that up. All right, so we got the Aussie dollar trade. We got that one coming up tonight. What do we got coming up tomorrow? All right, and I got to catch you up because I'm going to be out. All right, so make sure you jot this down. We got the employment change tonight at 8:30. Tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m., we have the dollar franc trade, okay? So you're going to be hopping in 1 to 15 minutes before. Use the spread scanner to find your spreads that are at least 30 minutes to an hour and a half to expiration, okay? So we got dollar franc on Thursday morning. We have the PPI and employment claims coming out at 8:30 in the morning, so that's going to be our USD yen trade. Now, we also have a bunch of Canadian reports coming out, so you also have a USD CAD trade, and it's unemployment claims, so we have a gold trade. So between all of them, you can actually do 3 spreads. You could do a dollar CAD, a gold, and a yen trade, and normally that would sound like a lot of work, except for you can go over here, and let me pull this up for you. There we go, and one more thing. So I'm going to pull the live spread scanner up. You just go over here, and you go, okay, well, what am I going to trade right now? I'm going to trade dollar yen, I'm going to trade USD CAD, I'm going to trade gold. And then what it's going to do, gold's closed right now because the floor closed, but it's going to bring those up, and then you can go and put your parameters, like I said, on news, 1-to-1, $100 risk, both directions, and you'll find your spreads in seconds for your trade. Darrell will be right back after this break.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page of TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, has helped subscribers for over 10 years navigate the high-risk world of exploring and producing gold companies. And now's a great time to sign up for a free month-long trial to see the kind of insight that Tom delivers for his subscribers on a weekly basis. Every Monday, Tom O'Brien issues a quick update on the metal market, giving you his take on the HUI, XAU, GLD, dollar, bonds, and much more. Tom follows Monday's update with a full gold report, which is delivered to subscribers Tuesday afternoon with detailed coverage of 24 separate gold or metal stocks, as well as another 10 to 15 stocks that he lets you know are on his potential watch list. Get your month-long free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Don't spend another year navigating the metal markets on your own. Act early in 2013 and make the most of your gold and metal market investments.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I want to remind you before we wrap up the show to go over, and if you're going to be in the California area this weekend, if you're not, get out to Cali this weekend. Come out and check out our Dynamic Trading Strategies workshop in San Mateo, California. It's just right outside of San Francisco. We're flying into San Francisco, staying right out there, and take advantage so we can go into stuff like this. This is, this good, great stuff that you can take advantage of. And did want to make sure we did that wrap for you. So we got again, just to make sure you have the week, you're ready for the week. Tonight we got 8:30 Aussie dollar. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have the U.S. franc at 4:30, the straddle trade right there, okay? At 8:30 in the morning, you're going to be able to have 3 trades at one time. So, make sure that when you go to the scanner that you do choose all 3 to make it really easy for you, so they'll all be right in front of you, okay? And you'll be able to trade the U.S. dollar yen, do the USD Canadian, and check out gold as well for doing a straddle on these. You can do them in demo or live. When you're logged in right here up in the top, once you install the, and we have a little video that shows you how to just install this little plug-in. It takes 2 seconds. But you can choose live or demo. Just make sure you have the right one checked, okay? And then you'll have to click buy, and then you'll go over to your Nadex account and say approve, pop-up windows. But if you'll just check, and if you'll do this, by the way, and it's amazing how people never look at this, click on the help tab right there. And there is a little thing that walks you through. It makes it so easy. You just go through step by step. I literally walk you through every single screenshot. Okay? So showing you what to do. And I mean, it only takes like a couple minutes. I just go into insane detail so you have everything you need. But if you'll follow that step-by-step instructions, you'll have that plugin set up in, 2 minutes or less. And you can start going. All right, and then tomorrow night, we don't really have any trades for tomorrow night. Looking on over at Friday, we're going to have one trade Friday morning. That is going to be the core CPI. That's a USD yen trade at 8:30 a.m. on Friday. And a reminder for bonds. Okay, today, very average bond buy day. If we go over, we're checking out the New York Fed. We're looking at it on the markets, the operations. And so right here, open market operations, temporary, nothing special, nothing to worry about. Tomorrow, we got permanent on permanent. Okay, so what's happening on that? Well, today, we had the expected, $1.5 billion, no big deal. But tomorrow, all right, now, they're not buying up the market, but they are driving down the price of the dollar, or by basically, or maybe, I guess you can say driving up the price of the dollar. Doesn't really matter what direction you want to look at it as. All I know, all that matters is what I've noticed is it is very dangerous to short. Okay, it's dangerous to do gap fill trades, things like that are going short. Now, gap fill long, great, but dangerous to short, dangerous to do gap fill trades. And I'm not saying go long. You got to follow the chart at the end of the day, period. But when the Fed does these larger purchases, even though they're known, and I'm actually going through right now, and we're pulling a study over the last several years of all the QE, and I just want to see what is the impact every day, because I've noticed this for the last, I guess 3-4 months. Of just this impact of when the amount goes up, we usually have a stronger up day. It's like the thing just won't seem to reverse. But when we have average, then it could be up, it could be down, it could be flat. When we have none, like we had last Friday, like you can definitely see you can see like a pop on good news, but the thing just drops, like there's nothing holding it up. So just make sure you're looking at that, because tomorrow we're going to do more than double. The Fed's going to do more than double the bond purchase, and Friday they're going to do more than triple the bond purchase. And just watch. Because you combine that with the payroll cycle of everybody's paychecks coming in. Friday paydays, 2-week paydays, middle of the month paydays, 15th paydays, all happening at the exact same time. That's a lot of money coming out of people's checks, into 401ks, into mutual funds, into the market. So we ought to see some bullish moves over the next couple days just based on that. At the same time, I think we're about done. And we might be pushing into the top over literally just these next couple of days before we start seeing a final correction and turnaround. Because we won't have another big purchase like this until the end of the month in March. All right. Everybody have a great day. Have a great week. Stay tuned. We got another show coming up for you. I look forward to seeing you in California.
Let me tell you something, folks. I have people coming up to me saying, I just can't believe the amount of work that Steve does on his newsletter. And I says, I absolutely agree.
That is a recent clip from the Money Masters show that Tom and I do each day at TFNN. My newsletter service, Mastering Probability, is much, much more than a newsletter. Yes, it's outperformed the S&P 500 by 100% during the last 15 months. But more importantly, it's an extraordinary education, a roadmap for your success. And it's yours risk-free for the next 30 days. Just go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and then Mastering Probability, because everyone needs a success strategy. For most, it's a competitive edge, the will to win, the drive to overcome any obstacle. Whatever you call it, winners find a way. Find your way to Mastering Probability today, because your journey to extraordinary rewards is just one click away.